Hi, hello, my name's Than, short for Nathaniel. Today, I have the okay, hello. So today I have the Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Serum Foundation. I was like, there's more to that than just Yummy Skin Foundation. It's serum. I have two shades of the newly expanded range from Victoria Beckham, her glosses, her Posh glosses. The original is just a clear shade called Ice, and now she's added 4 sort of like nude brownie shades. And I got Poolside and Tanline. I love this gloss. It really like has grown on me. When I first tried it, I was like, I don't know, and now I use it in like every single look, so yeah, I'm excited for these. And then look at this. From Byredo, I got the Flora Kalahari palette, and it came in this, like, such a cool box. It has these like really nice like orange sort of like ribbon closure situation thing. And then you like open it and there's like the wrapping paper and sort of like fun multicolored like primary confetti. So just a cool box, like damn. And then of course it comes in there like sort of standard like unicorn packaging like this. You slide it out and it's like this beautiful sort of mirror finish with this like flower applique or sort of like raised detail here. I did get the Prismic Palette. That one was in the same format as this, but I don't know. I just felt like I was so excited for it. So excited, and it just let me down. It was a super colorful, like limited edition palette. Basically like rainbow, but just really interesting. And I even loved like the textures of the shadows, but I just like, I don't know, I just didn't like the way that they were blending on my eyes, and I ended up not even filming a video, and I just returned it. I kind of like regret returning it because I really feel like I didn't give it like a full run, a full test, and I feel like I should have just like, or maybe I tried to. I honestly think I started to film the video, and then this was so long ago. This was like when I still filmed against the green wall over there. But yeah, I remember just like putting it on and being like, this is not it. So I don't know. I'm hoping that because this one, let me show you the actual palette now. This one is more like neutral, warm. I think maybe that they won't be as patchy and sort of inconsistent as the other one. And they seem to be a completely different formula than what's in the Quince. So I have about 4 of these. I have 3 in this packaging, and then I also have like the black one from Holiday. But I love these. These are a really smooth, just nice formula, really buttery mattes. Stunning. I mean, Byredo really has innovative and unique packaging. But I'm excited to get into this, and you know, I'm not gonna return it, okay? Because it's special and limited edition, and yeah, I mean, I just love the flower. It's sort of like, you know, that like cracked desert ground. Do you know what I'm talking about? So it's limited edition, and it is sold out right now. I'm sure it will be coming back, and it could potentially be available on like Selfridges or something. I'm just looking at the Byredo site. Eyeshadow palette 18 colors. Flora Kalahari draws on the imagined hues of an otherworldly desertscape to create 18 radiant earthen shades, from a shimmering copper sandstorm to a barren burnt umber, a delicate desert rose to an intense sparkling calcite. So it's a marble desert flower, so it embodies the modern femininity of the palette. Okay, so I'm gonna start by priming with the GXVE. I wanted to say Givenchy, but the GXVE All-Time Prime Multi-Use Prep and Smooth Face Oil from Gwen Stefani's new line. Danessa has her own face oil that she uses and mixes with things and stuff, so I feel like it should be compatible with this oil. I mean, why not? The only other Danessa Myricks product I have is the Lightwork Volume 3, and the reason is, like, I wanted to try her for a long time, like more of her things, but there's just so many things that I want to try from her, so whenever I go to pick a color, I'm like overwhelmed, and I just don't. Because she has so many shades and everything. Like, I feel like her like multi-use sort of cream pigments, like she has so many colors, and I'm like, I don't fucking know. And people are like, just go with the primary so you can mix and everything, but I'm like, ugh, I don't know. I think it's called like the Vision Flush or something, or, you know, she has so much stuff now. I also just freshly dyed my hair, as you can probably tell. So this is a serum foundation. Again, Yummy Skin Serum Foundation. One thing that's pretty cool about this is it is refillable. So it already launched with all the refills and everything. Basically, one end is like this sort of dropper, and it's a squeezy tube. So you squeeze to get product out. It's not like, say, the Surat Dewdrop has like a little button here that you press to dispense the product, but it's a similar deal where it has, you know, this sort of like tip like this. And that's a fabulous foundation, by the way. I think what I'll be keeping in mind is the Surat Dewdrop as well as the Ilia Serum Foundation. And it says, formulated with ingredients known to provide antioxidant boost and balance hydration and moisture. But it's not saying what those ingredients are. So I guess we just have to read. There's squalane, okay, jojoba seed oil. Oh, meadow foam seed oil. So actually that's the first ingredient in the Gwen Stefani oil. So I'm thinking that these actually should go pretty well together. And there is alcohol and fragrance, but it's in like the last 5 ingredients, so probably very minimal. And the way the refill works is both of these parts unscrew. So I guess, I don't really even know, like if I unscrew, well, I'm not gonna try to take, I don't think I wanna try to take it apart right now. So, spoiler alert, I'm pretty sure the shade is gonna be too light. I know, shocking, that's close to impossible with me, but yeah. I got the shade 1P, which is the lightest pink shade. I don't know, I think it's gonna work, but when I was trying it on the other day with my fingers, I was like, whoa, like I haven't tried one this light in a while. So we'll see. Hopefully it like darkens up a little bit, but it should be fine. I mean, here it is. It should be fine. It should be fine. I mean, I'm pale, you know. And I'll start with a brush and just see. I'll know immediately if it's gonna work or not with a brush. I think it's going on fine with this brush actually, and it's definitely like a medium coverage. Coverage is pretty good. I sort of squeezed out the equivalent to like what a pump would be on my hand, but let me apply the rest on this side and I'll blend it with a sponge and we'll just see. Yeah, I feel like slightly more coverage with the brush, but not like that much different, so I think I'm just gonna finish off with the sponge. Going in with a little bit more. It definitely is building, and I don't think the texture is changing too much. I mean, the glow right now is pretty good. I feel like it looks really pretty. It does look like Yummy Skin. Yeah, I'm sure I could use a slightly deeper shade, just slightly. I mean, I'm sure once I have my full face on, it's not gonna be that bad, and I'm gonna try to blend like far down, you know. I'm gonna go in with a bit of M Cosmetics Terra. I would love if she came out with one of these So Soft sticks that was even lighter and cooler toned than this, so it'd be more of like a true contour. But this works really well on me for sculpting still. Just not as like shadowy, you know, more bronzy a little bit. And it's blending on top of this really nice. I'm gonna use the Rose Ink Concealer today. I think the KVD might be too dark for this. Oh no, maybe this is too dark. Okay, never mind. I am gonna use the KVD Good Apple. I just think the undertone's gonna be better because that one's a little more yellow. This is pinkier. Yeah, I think this will be better actually. I mean, this still isn't as light as the foundation, but I feel like it'll be fine. And then gonna quickly set with the Pat McGrath Under Eye Blurring Powder. Okay, my lips are gonna be dry soon, so I'm gonna try out these glosses before I move forward. So this one's Tanlines. It's sort of like a light brown. And then Poolside is a bit of a rosier, deeper brown. I'm gonna start with Tanlines, the lighter one, and we may add Poolside later. And I'll just swatch both of them now. Top is Tanlines, bottom is Poolside. Here's the applicator. Yeah, this is very like, I feel like 90s, you know, which I think is what they're going for. So let's get started on this eye look. Very excited. I think I know what direction I'm gonna go in. I'll probably use the brighter orange and then this more bluey shade and then some random shimmers and maybe some other browns and stuff. I want to try to get like the whole range, but yeah, I'm not gonna be able to use every color, of course. I'm gonna start with Desert Rock, which is this sort of cooler tone brown over here. Or maybe I'll start with Clay. It looks a little bit lighter. Clay looks a little bit lighter. I think that's this one. And I'm gonna use the Blender Pro from Sonia G. Very soft, but I feel decently pigmented. Pretty easy to blend. Taking my short handle Bisyodo brush, I'm gonna go into that cooler shade now, this one. And I'm gonna start sort of dabbing that on the lower lash line. I love the mirror on this palette. It's really nice because it goes kind of like from edge to edge, and I don't even want to take this sticker off with the B because it's sort of like, I don't know, very iconic. Now I'm taking the Worker 3 into that same cool matte, and I'm just adding it to the outer corner here and up a little bit into the crease. God, I really need to wash my brushes because I'm sitting here like blending them on my microfiber towel for like what feels like forever. Okay, now I'm taking the Worker Pro and I'm gonna go into Earthquake, which is that vibrant orange in the center. I'm going into the blue shade, which is called Under the Sky. And let's see, I think I want to do like, I don't know, let's see. No, actually it's a little more greeny, dark greeny blue. A little bit, what would that be? Like a dark, it's almost like a dark turquoise with like light blue flecks of like shimmer in it. Let me try it with my finger. Feels very soft. Yeah, you definitely get way more payoff with the finger, and you can see the color, the blue more. Definitely softer with the brush. Going back in with the Worker Pro, and I want to go into this color here, the more like sort of reddish one. It's called Adventurish. Adventurish? This one's called Adventurous. Oh my god, okay. Yeah, it's sort of like a coppery. Ooh, this one seems like very creamy. Just from swiping my brush in. And that's gonna go on the outer side here. Then I'm gonna take this sort of champagne-y one here called Eope with my finger and tap it in between them. go into this extra gold. This shade seems a little bit sparklier, this gold one in the corner. It's called Rose Disable. I think I need to go back in with the blue. With the rougher number 2, I'm going into the orange again. Wiping it off again, going into the blue. This brush is a little more dense than the Worker 3, so I'm gonna see if I can pack it on here a little bit more. Kinda. I mean, it's still like gets a little bit more blended. Short handle Bisyodo brush into that orange. Victoria Beckham Cocoa Liner. Okay, now I need to blend more on top of that liner, but with like, let's see. I'm gonna start with the cool brown, and I'm gonna add more of that orange too, but that's this one here that I'm just smoking out more. Okay, now into the orange. More of the blue with my finger. And then I want to try the bright white in the corner and add it in the inner corner. This shade is called Snow Dust. Just a very bright pearly shimmer. Ooh, it's really icy, but it's sort of working. I don't know. And actually, I think on top of this blue, I want to add, I'm from Danessa Myricks Lightwork Volume 3. I'm taking Blue Moon. Just make it a little brighter, I think. Do I like this? I wonder if that's too icy now. You know what? I think it's too icy now. I'm going to go back into the blue with my finger from this palette and just sort of put it over it again. I'm getting quite a bit of fallout from the blue shade. So I've been sort of cleaning up as I go, but I'm gonna attempt to use this big fluffy Bisyodo brush and sort of scoop up as much of it as I can. I'm gonna go in with the Charlotte Tilbury Brow Gel in Black Brown. So I still have some minor fallout under the eyes, but I don't know, it's looking, I'm just gonna add a little bit of this powder on top and hope that it just sort of like goes over it, you know, and just like covers it. Oh God. Uh-oh, everybody. I'm noticing some texture issues. I'm gonna go in with some of the Gucci bronzer and Sonia G Soft Cheek. The Melt Duo Blush in Buzzkill in this side here. I'm gonna buff with the Sonia G Face One. Gonna use the Lancome Lash Idole. For highlight, I'm gonna use this one from Burberry, Sonia G Designer Pro. Taking the Rom&nd Better Than Cheek Powder, or Better Than Shape Powder, Shaquda Angled Face Brush. Okay, Okay, so let's try the Poolside Gloss. I'm liking how the tan lines is. Like, I would leave it like this, but let's just see what it's like. It's just a bit darker, so let's see. Darker and rosier. Oh, I love this shade too. Wow. Okay, I think I'm done. So let's zoom in and then we'll go over my final thoughts. So the foundation, to be honest, now, it's just looking a little bit makeup-y overall. It looks really nice in the beginning. My forehead right now just looks so, like, crickety-cracked, you feel me? And, like, my upper lip looks, like, textured and right in my chin creases. So, yeah, I don't know. I think maybe this is one that less is more. I feel like I did use, maybe I used too much. I don't know. So far, I'm not too impressed. In the beginning, I thought it looked really beautiful. Maybe can't take the powder too. Maybe I need to just try it with no powders and maybe just sort of a lightweight sort of cream face. I mean, that's kind of her thing, is like all mostly creams, you know? So, yeah, I don't know. I'll have to look into that more. So I don't think I would recommend this one over the Givenchy Skincare and Glow or the Ilia or even the new matte one. I think I like the way the matte one looked more than this. It just looked smoother overall. Kind of just emphasizing dryness and texture. Just not really up to my standards at this point. I'm honestly so thrilled with this eyeshadow palette. It's so nice. It's so far from the shades that I've played with, and I haven't swatched all of them, you know, I haven't done the swatches yet, but from what I've played with, they just seem creamier and more pigmented. I think the ones from the last one seemed a bit drier than this one does. These ones seem creamier. They're still the sort of like, I don't know, a similar formula and texture, but just a little bit better. like improved, just a smidge. And it also could just be that these aren't all crazy colors, that maybe they're blending better and stuff, I don't know, but I am just continuing to get fallout from the blue shade though, which is really disappointing because I think it's such a nice shade. I mean, if I was reaching for this palette, I'd probably be reaching for most of the warmer, like, golden browns anyways, and just, wow, this is like such a good everyday palette too. I didn't get fallout from any of the other shades, and they're not like super messy in the pans either. This one I think I pressed a little bit too hard with my finger in, and it's sort of getting a little flaky, but it still feels smooth. It's just like, you know, I picked up a little too much of it. Even when I was applying it, I had to be like, whoops, and sort of like clean some of it away. But yeah, the dark fallout from this blue shade is like kind of getting on my nerves because, yeah, it's not stopping. Maybe with a spray it would be better. I don't know, I'll have to try that too, but overall, very happy about this, very excited to continue using it. I mean, it really is just a stunning palette. I would have liked to see a matte blue to sort of complement this, and I also feel like maybe I would get less fallout with the matte one. I don't know. I could also just like combine this with a different blue that doesn't have as much fallout from another palette, which I'll probably end up doing. But highly recommend that if you can get your hands on it. I know it's limited edition, but it was just recently released, so I'm sure there's going to be, you know, a couple more restocks, and if I see that, I'll definitely be posting that on my stories. So definitely follow my Instagram, PrettyEarthyAndGram. These glosses I love. Yeah, they're just so nice. They're like a classic gloss formula, but very luxury. I don't know. When I first, again, like I said this earlier, when I tried the original formula, or the original shade rather, I don't know, I just felt like it wasn't smooth enough or whatever, but now, like, I don't mind the sort of gloss feeling on my lips. Like, it doesn't bother me, I don't find it uncomfortable. I think I just wasn't used to this type of formula, you know? But now I love it, and it's just so high shine. Very like smoothing on the lips. But overall, I'm pretty happy with this look. Okay, so make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and ring the bell to be notified every single time that I upload a new video. Follow my Instagram, prettierthangram. Follow me on Newness so you're notified every single time I'm doing a live stream. And please leave me a Sephora Squad testimonial with the link in my bio. The applications are open till like, I don't know, sometime early April, I think. So there's a few more weeks to leave a testimonial, so no rush, but please do it if you like me and my channel. It helps my odds of being accepted into the squad. So yeah, thank you in advance, and goodbye.